All right, today I'm going to do a concept sketch of this tape dispenser. And the very first thing that you need to do is find the front view of the tape dispenser. And this would be the most descriptive view. So for me, I'd be looking at, really, you kind of picture this as a side view, but this would actually be considered the front view because it gives you the longest edge and it shows the most detail. So we'll be looking at this object like this. The first thing that you would need to draw or sketch is a rectangle. And the rectangle doesn't have to be the exact same size, but needs to be in the right proportion. So comparative to your height, the length should be proportional. So I started with a nice light rectangle. From there, I'm going to outline some of the edges that create the overall shape of the object. So you're taking away little parts of this rectangle. Okay, and then to keep it proportional, sometimes you can use, again, I'm using graph paper, which makes it nice, but you kind of see how far over you can go. It keeps it proportional with the overall length. Same thing with the height. Okay, this is about halfway. Once you have the overall object outlined, you can then start erasing some of the outside box that's not part of the tape dispenser. Drawing circles can be tough. What I like to do is kind of just, before I even put the pencil to paper, outline where this circle is going to go. Once I have a good feel of it, I start lightly drawing the circle. Maybe I drew this a little too big. Okay, then I'm going to draw the center of this piece. Probably noticed that I got like a screw hanging out of here. This tape dispenser was dropped a long time ago on the ground by one of my students, so that's why it's a little messed up. Okay. Also has this white little plastic inside here. I'm going to draw another little ring. Once I have that done, I'm going to add the tape. Now, all the rest of the little details you might see in the object. For instance, there's a line that goes all the way across at the bottom. And then you might notice that there's a little glue mark, actually. It's hot glue because this piece got broken. So I'm going to add this, even that little detail in the object. Oh, that's a little too high. And then I also have a piece of Scotch tape that's taped on the top. Okay? Once you have that all done, then I would darken in any of the lines that need to be darkened to represent the overall shape of the object and erase any lines that need to be erased. Oh, I forgot about the screw head on here, huh? It's helpful if you have a nice sharp pencil. The other two things I forgot to put in are these little rubber pads that are on the bottom. Don't forget any detail. The more detail, the better. Make this a little longer. The last step is to actually shade it in. Because these little feet, these rubber feet, are really down towards the bottom, I'm going to make sure that they're very dark. So I'm just going to color them in. For the rest of it, remember where the light source is hitting. So for me, I have the light source hitting from the top. I'm going to make the bottom a little darker. So you're going to use the edge of your pencil to start shading this in. So I make the bottom dark, and I'm saying the light source is coming from over here, the top right. I'm going to make the edges a little bit less. And then with my finger, I'm going to kind of bring the shading up and in. And then, like other things that are different, like this little tape might be a little darker than the white plastic that's in there. So I'm going to give this a real light shading, and same thing going with this piece of wood. I'll shade this in as well. The last thing that I need to do is to label my sketch to make sure that I know it was done by you. So I'm going to write tape dispenser. I'm going to put my name on here. I'm going to date it, which today's date is 9/24. All right,